ụtụtụ ọma nọ ụmụ ọdịnala Igbo, aka bụkwa onye nke gị Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu na oraifite. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi tubelu na tempụl. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi n'ụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala restoration prayer ministry. Bụrụkwazi onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo ana ọdịnala evangelist. Anyị abịakwana n'oge awa nke eziokwu n'ụbọchị taata bụ Eke. Asị m na taata bụ Eke ya eketara anyị ihe ọma ma kepụrụ anyị ihe ọjọọ. Asị m na akakaka anyị amaghị na jijiji anyị amaghị. Asị m na anyị gboo n'ihu na anyị ga-ebute mma, anyị gboo n'azụ anyị gbute mma, anyị gboo n'aka ekpe anyị gbute mma, anyị gboo n'aka nri anyị gbute mma. Asị m na ife ọma ga-emerụ nwoke merụ nwaanyị. Asị m na ebe ọ bụ na onye so na wee na-ajoin this administration. We are streaming live from my Facebook page, Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi oraifite. Please join. As you are joining, share the link, invite your friends and well wishers. I share the link, invite your friends to join. No gawa nke eziokwu. Asem na kakaka ya mai na jijiji ya mai. Asem na ilo na asị na-egwu ana, ọfọ na ogwu enwere mgbochi. Asị m ihe anyị eri bịa ihe eri ya bịakwana. Asị m egbe belu ugobelu nke si ibi ebe na ya gosi ebe ọ ya ebe. Ọ bụrụ na o gosiri ebe ọ ya ebe, asị m nkwukwa ya ọ ihe m kwuru. Asị m onye si ihe anyị ji wee dịrị anyị dịgbuo onye a na ndụ, onye si ihe anyị ji wee nọrọ anyị nọgbuo onye a na ndụ. Asị m na anyị ga-ejere obodo na-arụ obodo. Asị m na anyị ga-adị ndụ ka nka maka na ndụ bụ isi akụ. Asị m ihe ọma dị n'elu ya dara anyị na ọdịnala ya pụoro anyị ome ka ụwa were anya ha wee fụ. Asị m onye echeche ihe ọjọọ ya eme anyị ya ma onwe. Sikwazi nọ n'iru ka anyị gara ama maka na oke enwe na-ama n'iru. N'ụbọchị ihe na-agụ okporo ụzọ ụkwụ ama apụ anyị ama na ọ pụgoro anyị ama na anyị ga-agaghị agacha nata maka na ọkụkọ na-akpa na ajọ ọfịa kpacha ma na-abụ onye nwunye na nche ama emerata anyị na maka na nche a na-eme odogwu. Asị m na ife na-afịa ife ahụ na ntị ka anyị ga-abịa na ọ ma eme anyị n'iru maka na nwa eze bụ eze. Ise n'ụbọchị tata isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ iwu nke Chukwu nke ise, the fifth commandment of the Most High, the creator of the whole universe. Onye ike niile si n'aka ya bịa. Note, onye ike niile si n'aka ya bịa. All power belongs to him. Kwụsị na iwere otito dịrị Chukwu-okike. Ọ dịzie ka asị na o nwere onye bụ na Chukwu na-eme na o nwere ebe ọdị ike si abịa. Ọ ike niile si n'aka Chukwu. Kama na whatever in what is written or said in metaphysics, all the forces of nature are the creatures of the Most High. However, akadi onye mma ofie n'isi. Whether you want to work with the elemental means and energies from the light, the positivity, is your own cup of tea. Whether you want to work with the negativity, the energies from the negative side, is your own cup of tea. But all power belongs to him and him alone. Then Chukwu nweziri ndị anjelu nke na-ejeri ozi, whether negative or positive. Depends on the one you attracted to yourself because of your lifestyle and the way you comport yourself. The way your lifestyle determines the type of beings that will be around you. Whether one will mom or job. Issue why you don't watch that thou shalt not kill. Don't commit murder. You don't have any justification whatever. Onya ka ijibia. Mana before I ga n'iru, echefukwana no nwere aja anyị na-achụ for ọnwa kwa ọnwa. Nke chere anyị n'iru na-abụ nke ọnwa July. Nke ọnwa July ga-ebidokwa na July 6th. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ isonye na ya bụ aja, ihe ị ga-eme bụ send the LM3 prayer request, then make donation of token to an account. When you're interested, the church can provide the account number. Now my WhatsApp 0805-7837-672. Come on, Kwadempa. Because of HF Kwana, na 29th of June. Bobo Saigan of our life. Oh, Bosiaka, I appreciate some of our fans and friends. Where Lutakwa, they don't have the Okana. Ogbuefi life. HF Kwana, the lady with the fractured bone will be here too, also. No watch. So, near the way via Makiano, but it's atabo. The 5th commandment, thou shalt not kill. Agwalangina, the 10th commandment is the wish of the Almighty Father. And the purpose of the law is for mankind, benefit of man. That is the primary goal. Go where the madam. Oh, nyaka Chukwu-okike ji wee je mmadụ ya bụ iwu. Wee sị gị na iwu nke mbụ na nke abụọ nwee direct link to the Most High. Yes. Wee gwa gị na iwu nke ịtọ bụ ihe anyị nwa bụ mmadụ maka ọdịmma nke anyị. Etu anyị ga-esi wee establish harmony between the elements and entities of powers maka ọdịmma nke anyị. A special day set aside for some certain spiritual communication. Call it spiritual exercise. Where was here that you won't cano? Well, run you won't carry both purposely for man. So there will be harmony between man to man. So we don't even cannot be who you wouldn't makai so that there will be harmony among humans. You know, Talia? So that is that. So the 10th commandment about that we human beings as human spirits are not allowed to commit murder, to take life. Because you are not permitted to take what you cannot create. Therefore, make sure that you desist from that temptation of taking life, which you cannot create. You know, yes. Human beings is not just like animals. Human being has this spark. Why you should not see human being? Yes, we are all animals. But humans are higher animal. Yes. Why we are higher? Human being has a spark, spirit jam. That spirit spark. The spirit. Therefore, we have some certain electron 10 in common with the spirit. Yes, we are not divine. We are not divine. Human beings are not divine. Yes, the divinity is only for the creator of the whole universe. Then we have the throne of divinity, the throne of primordial. Then coming down to the throne of spirits. People normally call heavens. Now, the throne of spirits, where man originated from. So we can call it paradise. Anamo. And onye abuna mmadu mechakwa ojekwa back to Anamo, where human spirit originated. Now, having perfected their work here on earth, he joined here to reach here. Now, the highest point. Now, what am I saying? For the fact that the man has an image, a spark of parts of spirits. God, that made man higher than animal. So as human, you are not permitted to destroy what is in the same level with you. And that is why, for the fact that is human being consists of the spirit, that is that spark that is in you, that is the core you, and the earthly clock, the body. For that reason, you are not permitted to destroy. And whenever there is harm to that man, the spirit, or cause the spirit, or to brought his existence to a sudden ending, there is severe consequence for that. Even the ancient time, people of the old, they knew this too well. When in Genesis 1, when Cain killed Abel, from Genesis 1 to Genesis 2, when Cain killed Abel, in the ancient book documented that they cry. There is a cry, spiritual cry, that gave signal to the natural laws in the spirit world that an existing soul has been caught, and an existing soul with mission, that the work and the mission has been cut short forcefully. That is why it called for the vengeance. And because of that singular act of Cain killing Abel, there is consequence. Severe consequence at that. You know that? So whenever there is a cry, you will always notice it because you don't see what is happening in the spiritual realm. So it will always call for vengeance. You pay daily. But do you know where our problem started? It's the Christendom. They manipulated creed and faith in order to downplay the consequence of sin. Now, how do we get there? Get here. If you want to know why apology, that is iniquity, is on the rise in this planet Earth, blame human doctrine. Because Christianity is a formulation of man. Like ordinana is a traditional right, way of living of people that was never founded by any man on earth. No man will lay claim of being the founder of ordinana. Nobody. because he has been a command, a mandate, and the rule, terms and conditions of existence given to man by the Creator. You got that? Yeah? So, but these human formulated religious groups, they will like to do what we favor them. And now they have succeeded in downplaying the iniquity of sin. If we go to Galatians 6:7, it says, and don't forget that some of the Paul quotation was lifted from the Old Testament, that God can never be mocked. Whatever you sow is what you reap. No shortcut. Go to Leviticus from 17 to 20. You will see where the Almighty said that any soul, any human being that disobey and live life of iniquity will be severely punished, and the person will be cursed, even down to his generations, to the fifth generation, the fourth generation. So what am I saying? That any sin, any damn sin must be removed, must be redeemed. But what did the Christian Christendom, what did they do? They succeeded in downplaying the iniquity by telling you that Jesus is not former no be, but he's so merciful. Downplaying the justice of the Almighty, telling you that whatever sin you committed, you just by mere saying Jesus, accept Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior, that every day, oh yeah, when you are sitting upon somebody's inheritance, when you are intentionally hurting your siblings, when you are intentionally sitting on another person's destiny, and they have not done what is called restitution, they have not shown repentance, they have not tried to rebuild and repair what you have done, and damages you have done to another human spirit, you have not done that, at least to appease the person. Let me tell you why, whenever there is iniquity, crime committed, why you keep on coming back for vengeance. You know why? The person you are sitting upon his destiny, the person you are suppressing, will keep on crying for help, complaining to the entities of powers, to the laws of nature, that someone is sitting upon my pen, complaining. Even when the person passes on in the great beyond, the person will keep on crying for help. That his cry or her cry will be always triggering and remembering that you deserve to be punished, you, the originator. So, for that reason, you will now see why it is very important for you to go back to whoever that you have sinned against. Plead with him. Beg him. Go with the people that listen to him and ask him or her for forgiveness. By so doing, if he or she forgives you from her heart or from his heart, then he or she will no longer cry or send that longing for vengeance. That anger that is asking for vengeance. Let me give you an example. People that normally follow me know that I normally like to cite examples so that you understand what I'm saying wholeheartedly. Let me give you an example. You now have a problem or a case to answer because you wrong your neighbor or you committed crime against your neighbor. And the neighbor reported you to police, demanding justice. Or maybe the case even went to court, demanding justice. Because the person is very angry that you offended him or her intentionally without remorse. And the person went to court demanding for justice. Now, see what happened. If you on your own we go to the person and plead for mercy, and when the person's anger is down and the person forgives you and decide not to make more troubles with you, believe in me, that case will die natural death. Because the court or even the police will sort out the case. And the case will die naturally. True of us. Because the accuser, the complainant, is no longer calling for vengeance and calling for justice. You know what I mean? So the thing will die naturally. The same thing is what is happening in the spiritual. Once the person you sin against stop presenting the case, calling for justice, the case will die naturally. So that is why when you sin against somebody or you kill somebody, the blood of that person, the spirit of that person will keep on talking in the spiritual realm that my existence was cut short forcefully and that he or she need justice. And believe in me, the entire creation will make sure that you pay dearly. Not only you. Yes, not only you. You will pay, and your generation, upcoming generation, will pay to the fourth generation. If you know the consequence of sin, of murder, blood is thicker than water. You get. My dear, the highest crime you commit here on earth before God and man is sin of murder. Let me cite an example again. When Jesus Ndokobia was murdered, dastardly act committed against him. I'm not his followers. I'm not his follower. But for the fact that someone was killed like a criminal is a dastardly act. Therefore, they will pay dearly for it. And they will continue paying till restitution is done. Do you know what happened? Even those Pharisees and Sadducees, those people that committed the crime, they knew too well how things work. Do you know what they said? Let the blood be on our head and on their children's head. You get? Because they know the consequence. This is not abracadabra. This is not a sherry makakabakara. Not. If you have committed murder, then you need to present yourself for cleansing. No shortcut. Anybody that is giving you soft landing is just deceiving you. There is nothing like soft landing anywhere. Now, what actually happened is this. Whenever you committed murder, you will pay for it. Even the people that crucified him. To the extent, they said the Herod should leave a criminal for them and crucify their Jesus, their God. not our God of Africa, it's their God, their brother. Now, and they knew too well, they said, let the blood and the consequence that follows the blood, spilling of blood, be on their head and their children's head. Because they know. They knew too well that this particular act is not what somebody can commit and go scot-free. It's not, if you have soiled your blood, split any blood, go and do restitution. That's what means before onye na-akpụ alụ ka akpụọ gị alụ n'ime ibu alụ. Do you know the consequence of alụ ime? It moves generation to generation. Ọ nwa tokwu otokuru. You got that? Yes. So aside going with that two example, aside going the example of Cain with Abel, the curse he received from that. Side the story of the mother dastardly act of mother of Jesus, according to that allegorical story. Now let me come down to an Igbo. Oh, in ancient time, if there is anything and there is split of blood, somebody died forcefully, you have committed murder. In ancient time, our forefathers used to run away from that particular land because they knew that that land has been defiled. And for the fact that that land has been defiled, that land has been cursed because of that singular act of splitting blood. And there must be equal. The people or the descendants must perform that particular ritual and pronounce that today that aloe is no more. Like I told you before, that whenever such singular act is committed, that the people is a global name, is a group name, and the descendant, we are one. Whether not the person or whether the group or the person is still living within the geographical location of present in Anambra State or not, because the people you know today, they in every race. Yes, because the aloe committed in Yoruba land is not an man that will go and clean the mess. The aloe committed in Ghana is not an man will go. So every race they have theirs and the way they do it. So don't be myopic in the sense that it must be someone within your physical renown. However, we have descendants. We have descendants. Yes. In some towns, you will see some descendants of Uri that maybe today, they are no longer living within that geographically located Uri today. But maybe they are living in another community. Then, having living in another community, they still have the right because the blood of an Irima still runs in them. They will still be there and be doing the same work. If we go to Chukwu, they have people that are doing the same work. Like if you come to my area, my clan, Obo clan, on Abualo. Yes. Because our great grandfather, our founders of Anuru damage, is descendant of here. Oh, nya bataro na abia na ba ya na we na bo. Ebe ezumike ru. Ebe ndị nri na-ezu. Onye abụ ezume. Emechazi kpọọ the present days a na-akpọzi ya ezume. Ebe ndị nri na-ezu ike. So mgbe ọbụla ha bịara ije kpọọ alụ between oraifite ọzọ bụrụ ọkịja ihe ala, they have a settlement in the present Uru damage. So now Abuja Alo has settled where Bawa. As days progresses, they now settle our present location. Even other village people know that these Uru damage people are having with Uru people. minus Etu and Kemwadi. There is the same, some communities, similar people that can actually perform it. After bringing what the required items with the offer, or any symbol of authority, and proclaim that today the alo has been cleansed, so shall it be. You understand? Mana again, with that proclamation, and the person that committed the crime must have shown remorse. That is how it works. But let me tell you, committing murder is not common the way you are looking at it. It has severe consequence. So, since you know this, avoid anything that will involve splitting of human blood. In ancient time, anytime there is this split of blood, the entire people will run away. I can tell you that what is happening in some communities today, there are some villages or even clans that run away from their original land. Maybe those olden days when there is land, massive land, they will now go around to another far town and resettle. That time, people don't know the value of land. People they run to, it's okay, settle beside me so that we will be neighbors. Understand? Because there is a lot of empty lands. So in order for people to live around you, you welcome them and give them land. That's what happened in those thousands of years. It will not happen again today because there is no land where I can even run around to. So there is some communities, their land is very hot because of abominable act committed. You know why I'm telling you this? I'm telling you this for you to know the magnitude of and the consequence that follows committing murder. Now, if you know it, then you try to desist from such a thing or whatever that will lead you to that. You don't have any justification whatever to justify it. You cannot take what you cannot create. So, but if you have already saw your hands, we're also reach go for cleansing. And don't hide it. Don't hide waiting for Alpha to dictate it. Let me tell you, if Alpha dictates it, it then means that your salvation is there. Makanasi no mu na egbu wan kita ade ekwu ya n'isi nsi. Obu na mmụọ chọrọ ịna ya direction n'iyi. Alpha nwere ike ghara ịfụ ya no. Maka na Alpha fụ ha ya solving it adịgo isi. Ọ nọ ka onye na-aya ahụ. And the lab, he went to lab. I used to tell you that Alpha is spiritual lab. He went to lab, and the lab dictates the root cause of your problem. Believe me, you'll be okay. But when lab did not dictate the root cause of your problem, my brother, you're gone. You know what I mean? So, in order to help yourself, you know he committed this shallow. You knew too well. You know it. You have once killed a human being. The split blood will also reject, go for cleansing. For your own good. You can hide it. You can hide it as well as you can. But you are doing yourself. And you are doing your generation. You might forget. Or try to pretend that you have forgotten. But that human spirit you wasted have not forgotten. You will suffer for it and your children will suffer too. That one is capital punishment. That is one. Then there is other ways you can see and get yourself involved in killing. Now, if you have intentionally committed abortion, My dear, present yourself also for cleansing. Yes. Present yourself for cleansing. This one is a little bit mild for the sake that it's still forming blood. Yes, it's a little bit mild because the spirit that's supposed to take on form might have not entered into that forming baby. Therefore, it's a little bit mild. You understand? But you must present yourself before Ajahn for cleansing. Don't say that you have committed it and now you are married and you are giving birth. Depending on the spirit you west. So one day it will not really give them the immediate problem to them, but maybe later. So, and again, avoid indulging in abortion. It's not good. It's not good because those terminating already getting prepared spirits, because some of them are really getting ready to reincarnate. Maybe within some weeks you terminate. You are not doing yourself good. You can draw the rot of the spirits. You can bring God up and you bring God. Have unprotected sex. Kahobi moya. Yes. Then and go on walking. Don't buy you support a woman to abort your baby. Yes. Come on, you go. Now sort one way out. Now sort out. Don't want a man here for whatever it is. How what is your name was some cases very critical. Then, because of what? Don't forget. I want to keep ourselves only for killing. I got all well in my own well over dinner tower for today. Upon no here on you Wahametal. A man and the to I need the capo hakover. Emaro. Yes. Uhini na wihindi netiaka na afofo ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ na-atata. And then when you came to say here, otu ara agba gị n'ọrụ ị na-alụ. Ị na-asị na ị na-alụ ọrụ ịlụcha ọrụ ịda afọ ifia. Ife adị eme na nkịtị. So a na-ekwu ọ bụrụ ịbụ na ọkụkọ a na-ekwu na ọgbara ọnụ. Ọzọ ọdọkwu na nsị ụrụ ọma ikwu ọnụ. A na-ekwu na nke i mere eme adịgo too much ka a ga-esi wee gwọcha iweruzi ahụ niile tụị na ya. So wepụ aka n'ihe ọbụla wụ igbu mmadụ. Efere igbu mmadụ niile a na-egbu n'obodo a afụfụ a ga-ata ata ifuchọ. O nwere ike onye akọmiticha mmadụ ahụ mgbe ọ ga-eri incarnate again ọ gara ajụ kere ihe o mere. Ọ gara ajụ kere ihe nke ya ji dị iche. Ana o nwere ike o chefugo ori mpụ na ọtọnọ o mere in the previous life. Wepụ aka enwe n'ofe maka o nwere ike ghọọ aka mmadụ. Wepụ aka n'ihe ọbụla bụ committing murder is a serious crime and no justification whatsoever. Thank you. Ị chọọ ịwọchị vidio a anyị kụzi taa ma ọ bụ ndị anyị kụzigoro gboo, jee na my YouTube channel Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu oraifite ka ịwọchịa ya nkụzi anyị na-akụzi n'oge awa nke eziokwu kwa ụbọchị. Then ịchọkwa ihe nwetakwa anyị na my Facebook page where we are streaming this particular video from. I get see ebe a wee share ya na other social media platforms. Anyị nọkwa na Instagram, ihe afụkwa anyị na TikTok. Inwe ajụjụ na ihe a nkụzi taa ma ọ bụ na ịchọ ka agbara gị family emi, send them message na WhatsApp 0805 08078376672. Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu. Bafam. Ya gazieno. Bidechi. That's our music. I gonna ejizie na ebido program I because today I'm major studio. Now, once I'm done with this morning program. Yes, major studio. And just pick up the master listen, so that I can guide advertising. I play the music. Gradually, we'll be able to play all the 9 tracks. That particular music belongs to Ogbuefi EZE-ANA Ugochi tubelu group, a division of our administration department of Restoration Prayer Ministry. Ordinary Igbo Restoration Prayer Ministry. Ya gazieno.